Hello and welcome back to the Angry Gorilla Sports Network. This is Beauregard Snaggletooth, bringing you today's doubleheader of action, featuring in our first game, the Blue Bees versus the Grizzlies in black. We are coming to you from the John Breslow Ice Hockey Center in beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll go ahead and run down the rosters here. We'll give you the Bees first. We've got number 17, Eric Willis. Number 18, Christopher Martison. 14, Brett Guthrie. Number 1, Tyler Stastny. Number 60, Hugh Clark. Number 65, Mike Sullivan. Number 19, Abigail Colley. Number 11, Brian Betty. Number 24, John Cropsey. Number 22, Ron Troyer. Number 47, still out on injured reserve, Thomas Valachek. Number 81, the captain of the Bees, Mike Harrison. Number 55, Ruth Miller. And in goal, number 29, Doug Lamar. And the Grizzlies have number 9, Christy Kane. Number 14, Brian Carlson. Number 12, Bruce Hiller. 51, Ryan Hoffman. Number 77, Drew Long. Number 93, Delano Lopez. Number 6, Catherine Peterson. Number 22, Chris Reinmiller. Number 13, Skylar Sampson. Number 10, Brian Smith. Number 58, the captain, Brooke Vass. Number 8, Robin Winky. Number 19, Shelby Ziegler. And in goal, number 67, for all you kids out there, Mary Murrieta. Got a good game here. The Grizzlies are definitely improving here as the season goes along, starting to coalesce. And gonna see what we can do here against the Bees, who have been pretty consistent and pretty aggressive on the forecheck. So we will see if the Grizzlies have the answer today. Getting ready for puck drop. We would like to thank our sponsors, MW Climbing. 2 locations, one in Lincoln, one in Omaha. When you just have to get your feet off the ground, MW Climbing. Little Mountain Print Shop, maker of the fine jerseys you see in front of you. Angry Gorilla Artwork. Find us on Etsy at Angry Gorilla Artwork for your custom artwork needs and custom goalie helmet painting. Shameless plug there. All right, and here's the face-off. Battle in the neutral zone. Stellar camera work, as always, here at the Angry Gorilla Sports Network. That's Ryan Miller with the puck, taking it to the boards, broken up. Sends it in deep into the Bees' end. Chased down by Sullivan, who sends it back around the boards. Battle right there at the blue line. Puck comes across. Swatted out. Murrieta comes out of goal. Challenge and a Save. Oh, whistle called. Looked like she was maybe going to keep that in play, but they waved that down. No harm, no foul. So we'll have a face-off and imagine what happens here as it is moved to the side of our camera there. Puck to the slot. Sent into the corner, picked up by Willis. And a centering pass with a goal by Mike Harrison, getting it in behind Marietta. That was a nice pass, not a whole lot to be done there. I think our assist to that one will be from Willis. Center around, Cropsy's there. Looks like we've got number 6, Brian Jansen's filling in on the Grizzlies. He's normally on the Whiskey Deeks. Willis brings it in. Centering pass attempt, not able to connect. Bounces into the corner. There's a pass, paddled away by Mary. Pressure by the Bees so far. Abby Colley in pursuit there. Centering pass broken up by Jansen to Ryan Miller, who skates it out. Shot attempt broken up. Big rebound blocked by Lamar. And we've got an icing call. Looks like Brian Carlson maybe took a stick somewhere. A little banged up. Oh, that's right. I actually went over and checked on him on the bench. He actually got hit in the throat with a stick. There, that did not feel so good. He is okay. Face off to the right of Lamar. As Betty gets into position. Won by the Grizzlies. Sent to the north, toward the net, deflected wide. Races on into the Grizzlies' end. Puck's picked up, and here it comes back into the neutral zone, but it's broken up there again, and back into the Grizzlies zone now. Looks like that's Stastny in pursuit for the Bees. Lots of traffic out there for Bees in front of the net right now. Not quite able to get a shot off there. Brian Smith takes a tumble there. There we go. Brian Jansen picks it up in the neutral zone. Sends it across. Oh, number 4, that's right. Warren Harger, who's playing defense for the Grizzlies as well. So a couple of fill-ins on the Grizzlies today. Sent over to the boards, out of the way. Carlson picks it up. Centering pass. Oh, just not quite able to connect. Good attempt, though. Brought in. Shot attempt, but broken up right in front of Lamar. Not sure that it made it through to him. Had some bodies in front there. Puck's deep in the corner. Brett Guthrie calling for the pass in the slot there. Puck's up by the post. Carlson broke that up, sent it out into the neutral zone, far side of the boards. See who can get control here. There's a shot and a nice save by Lamar. And we've got an icing call. Today's game is brought to you by the Bryan Health System. When you need some brain surgery, visit the Bryan Health System. All right, so we've got Brian Smith for the Grizzlies and Brett Guthrie for the Bees taking the face-off here. One out by the Grizzlies. Drew Long with it, but it's taken away. Eric Willis in pursuit for the Bees. Has some help centering pass. What was that? I think that was Ruth Miller, not quite able to connect on the slot, but good attempt, good position. Puck is loose along the boards. Brett Guthrie helped to the ice there. Warren Hartner taking it through the neutral zone, but that's broken up and puck's back down. Chris Rainmiller takes it away, not allowing Miller to get the shot away. Puck cycles around to the other corner. We're imagining many exciting things are happening right now. There's Brian Jansen picking it up. Quick stop, shot. Deflected wide by Lamar. There's another shot by Carlson. Looks like the puck bounced free again. And arm goes up. I believe that's going to be an icing call. But that is played out by Marietta. Looked like the Bees had a step. Eric Willis picks up the puck. Shot and scored. That was a tough one. Kinda didn't have a whole lot of help on that one defensively. That's too bad. I think will be Eric Willis, goal number 2. Right, so we've got the Bees up 2-0 right now, putting a lot of pressure on the Grizzlies. There's the face-off at center ice. Puck is sent into the Grizzlies zone. Ryan Miller sends the puck over to the boards, picked up by Carlson. Takes it into the neutral zone. That's broken up. Loose puck. Looks like that was Bruce Hiller who picked it up, send it back down. Here we go. There's a shot, gloved. Tyler Stastny got a shot in on Mary Marietta, and nice glove save, slow things down. Shot from off screen goes wide. And got a whistle, I'm guessing, based on where they're at. Possibly an offsides call. So, no, looks like they're coming down into the zone here. So it must have been an icing call based on where we're going. You can always count on the Angry Gorilla Sports Network to make up facts that we don't really know the answer to. The puck contested by zone. Bruce Hiller's in pursuit there. Chips it back out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Brian Smith. Brings it outside the face-off circle. Backhanded centering pass. Good attempt, deflected wide, but that's brought all the way up into the high slot, shot and blocked. And that pass there across the blue line. Drew Long there in pursuit. Shot attempt blocked. That was Mike Harrison trying to get on the board again. Kept in by John Cropsey. Low shot along the ice through the traffic, and Mary's able to make the save. Nicely done. Those are sneaky shots when they stay down through all those feet and still make it through. That shot came across. Like Warren broke that up and sent it out. There was a shot wide coming across the center looking for Abby Cawley for the deflection. That was a nice play by the Bees. There's Abby again, right in, battling for it. Stick battle between Murrieta and Abby Cawley, and trickles through for a freeze by Murrieta. Good work. Good battle. Harkening back to the old days. Old-time hockey. Stick fights. Toe Blake, Eddie Shore. It's coming up through the neutral zone here. Battle on the boards. Like that trickles into the Bees end, but it's taken back out. Rainmiller tried to send it out. That was broken up. Puck's down in the corner again. And we've got a whistle. What are we going to have here? I believe we have a too many men. Yeah, this one was a too many men on that change. Bench minor. I think this is only the second time in the league we've had this season that we've had too many men called. So it looks like we've got the Grizzlies coming up on the power play here. Getting ready for the face-off. Tyler Stastny and Brian Smith. Face-off won by the Grizzlies. One-timer attempt by, I think that was Rainmiller. Not quite able to connect. There's a shot from the high slot. Deflected wide. Didn't make it through. Grizzlies have had some good attempts. Pucks aren't quite making it through. There's a nice shot and a save. Cleaned up by Warren there. Good save by Murrieta. Good defensive work to get that out of harm's way there right away. Grizzlies in pursuit now. Arm goes up. That looks like we're going to have icing on the Grizzlies, so we'll have another face-off. There's Skippy Sampson haven't called his name this game so far. Looks like period's winding down here. Got about 45 seconds left in the first period. And that one's trickling away. Got another icing call coming up. Yeah, looks bounced off the wall though. No icing. Bees were able to handle it with no issues. Now comes the pressure for the Grizzlies. Jansen was right there to contest that. Puck's picked up. Looks like that's Mike Sullivan, number 65. Puck's down deep. Marietta plays it. And there's the buzzer for the end of the first period. As it stands right now, we've got a score of 2-0. Bees over the Grizzlies. Looked like we had 7 shots on goal for the Bees, and only 2 made it through for the Grizzlies. Like I said earlier, they had their attempts. They just didn't quite make it through to Lamar. We'll see if they can make a change here in the second period. Start taking the action to the Bees. One thing they have been doing very well this season is they are very aggressive on the puck and put a lot of pressure on the opponent defense. So we'll see if that continues here in the second period. And we'd like to thank our sponsor, Hot Chocolate, the finest of all warm beverages. Hot chocolate. Have it with marshmallows, have it with rum, have it with whipped cream, or go crazy and have it with them all. Hot chocolate. A versatile beverage. So we're getting ready for the face-off here. Looks like we're going to have Brian Carlson going to be taking the face-off, and I think that's Brett Guthrie for the Bees. Goalies are in place, and away we go. Puck picked up and sent back into the neutral zone by Hiller. Contested. And it goes the other way. Carlson's in pursuit, but Ron Troyer was able to get over there. And it goes deep into the Grizzlies' end. Hiller picks it up. Shot goes wide. Catherine Peterson right there. Puck under the skates. Contested. Battle. And Chris Rainmiller was assisted to the ice via the lumber. Sullivan sends it up into the neutral zone. Or at least that's what I'm gonna assume, since we really couldn't see. No whistle there on that one. Puck goes around the back of the net. Over on the far side boards. Brian Carlson trying to put the speed on. Step centering pass. Oh, just not quite able to get that over to Peterson. Good attempt, though. Lots of traffic for the Bees. Didn't allow it to get through, but great try. Abby Colley has it, taking it up into the zone. That's broken up, sent over into the corner. Abby Colley looking for the center and the wraparound attempt. Good try. Down at the point, down into the corner now. Played off the boards. Trying for the opening for the center, but not quite able to find any real estate there were the Grizzlies. And back into the zone. That's cleaned up. Sent off the boards. But we're back in. There's a shot and a save by Murrieta. Well, Murray. It's apparently now Murrieta. We'll chalk that one up to announcer incompetence. Sorry, Mary. Get ready for the face-off here. Mary's right. There's the face-off. Won by the Bees. That was cleaned up and off the boards. Down in the Bees defensive end now. Brian Smith up at the point. Looks like he had it. I could tell by the socks. And now your guess is as good as mine. We'll see where the puck comes. And everybody's heading the other way. So apparently, yeah, there's the puck getting picked up. Oh, and there was a good race to the puck right there. Brooke Vass. And wipes out Hugh Clark. We're going to have a tripping call. Oh, what a goon. What a goon. Might be Brooks' first penalty of the year. So now we're going to have a power play for the Bees. Face off to the left of Mary. Okay, Brian Smith will be on the face-off. Brian Jansen, Warren Harger, and Skippy Sampson for the Grizzlies out there to kill the penalty. Face-off, controlled by the Bees. Shot attempted through. Nope, not able to get through. That was another attempt there. Harrison tried to get it, but that was broken up by Harger. There's a shot over into the corner. There's a shot blocked by Mary. Another shot blocked by Mary. Another shot. Goodness sake, coming hot and heavy here. Centering attempt up to the high slot. Blocked over into the corner by traffic. There's a shot. Didn't make it through. Still controlled by the Bees here on this power play. Nice work to keep the pressure on. Jansen takes the pass. We've got it. Oh, and a shot, and Lamar comes out and makes the play. Oh, what a collision. That was a heck of a try there. Glad nobody's hurt. Lamar did not give up any ground there. Nicely done. Oh, and a shot from the red line sneaks its way through. Oh, goodness sakes. And the Grizzlies are on the board. Not well, as quick as that came. I know I wasn't ready for that one. I'm wondering if we were busy recovering and just not quite able to get there. I didn't see it. We'll have to go back and watch that a second time, but we won't do it right now. So the stellar commentary continues. Face off. Puck's in the neutral zone. Brought in here by the Bees. Centering attempt. Not able to get a shot away there. There's a backhand attempt, but that was taken away. Shot. Oh, and there's a nice leg save by Mary. Carlson sends that puck up. Across the blue line, so the Bees have to tag up. That's I believe Hiller, who sends that over towards the benches. Rain Miller has it over the boards. And we've got a whistle. Wondering if we had an offsides there. Not 100% certain. Yeah, based on where we're lining up, had a offsides. There's the face-off. One back for the Bees. In. Makes it through Ray Miller. Picks it up. Moves it on, but that was broken up. Still down behind the goal. Now it's over on the far side. Centering attempt, looking for a deflection. Comes all the way through. Hiller takes a swat one-handed. There's Cropsey battling with Brian Carlson. Carlson, who has it, brings it across the blue line. Puck's down in deep. Using my spidey sense to ascertain where that's at. And race is on there. Shot goes wide, didn't make it on net. Catherine Peterson with it, over to Carlson. That's broken up by Cropsey. Shot blocked by Hiller. Cropsey has it in the corner, sends it up towards the point, but that's going to be an icing call. Looks like that didn't make any contact with anybody, so that'll be coming back for a face-off here in the Grizzlies zone. Looks like Brian Smith will be on this one. One back for Smith, over to Sampson, goes to the wall. Sent across by the Bees. Smith picks it up. And down deep, kept in. Lots of traffic, not a whole lot of danger on that one, but Grizzlies had it. There's Willis and Rain Miller after that puck. Comes around out to the right side point. Deflects down behind the net. Hiller sends it up. Shot attempt. And we got a save by Mary. Looks like, was that Brett Guthrie? There, I think. Yep, number 14, Brett Guthrie. We're getting ready for the face-off. Shot makes it through. Saved by Murray. Can tell you right now that both of these teams are in the playoffs, which are coming up in mid-March. So we are rapidly approaching the end of the season. There's a shot that goes wide. Like that was up there to pick it up. Yep. Picked up. Well, that's blocked wide. Down deep. Controlled by Willis and the Bees. A shot attempt and another save by Mary. Or Murray, depending on which you prefer. Face off. Coming through, they're bouncing back. Bounce hard off the backboards there. That's a dangerous kind of a rebound. You never quite know what's going to happen there. There's a shot right off of Cropsey. That got all of John. I'm not sure where that hit, but he broke that one up. Puck off the back of the net. Over to the far side point. Backhanded in. Carried in. Catherine Peterson has it. Like an attempt, didn't make it through Brian Betty. Still in though. Brian Carlson has it now. Oh goodness. Carlson goes down. Maybe a bit of a cross check there. We getting a call? Yeah. No. Offsides, perhaps? What's the call here? It doesn't look like we've got a penalty. Wonder why we had the stoppage there. I don't know. Maybe I was just looking at the wrong things. There's the puck. Oh, backhand stick saved by Lamar. And a freeze. Ooh, that was sneaky. There's a shot on goal for the Grizzlies. Been a minute for that, so they got that. What we assumed to be the face-off, considering we heard a whistle, but due to cameraman Billy Bubba falling asleep at the wheel, we'll never know. Puck is now down in Grizzlies' end, and boy, just can't get good help these days with the cameras. And we've got an icing call. Arm goes up, goes back, and we'll try it again. Apparently, we just really like the number 29 as we're going to keep the camera down here and do our best to call the action from afar. Oh, now we change. Now we're going the other direction. This is why we can't have nice things here at the Angry Gorilla Sports Network. Well, puck is deep. Looked like Dougie went down for a save over to the wall there. Lots of action happening away from the camera, so hopefully it's not overly exciting, because yeah. All right, that puck there, we could at least see it was broken up as it was coming into the Grizzlies' end, looked like by Warren there. And now it's sent back down. There comes the puck. It's Cropsey picks it up. Now we can see at least what's happening a little bit. Drew Long there. Coming in. Puck to the center. Picked up by Colley. That's broken up. And back down in. Arms up. Play it. Waved off. Icing waved off. And we've got the buzzer for the end of the second period. So, no goals that period. Score is still 2-0 Bees, with 10 shots on goal that period for the Bees and 4 for the Grizzlies. We will see what happens here in the third. I'd like to thank all of our captains, Brett Erlinson and Carl Kavinsky and Brooke Vass and Mike Harrison, for all their help in running a great Novice Division League this year. And everybody who's helped keep score, and our officials, including Marty Wenke, who's one of our junior skaters in the Lincoln Hockey Association. He's officiating this game along with Brett Erlinson, and both doing a fine job of it. There's the buzzer to call everybody back out for the third. Here we go. Gets around into the Grizzlies' end, circles out to the point there. There's the shot up above the face-off circle. Now it's in the high slot. Nope, that was Tyler Stastny, I believe, who had that. Sorry. These are putting the pressure on right now. That's backhanded out by Brian Jansen. Gets it into neutral ice. Bees will have to tag up. Puck's dumped into the corner. Parker picks it up, and he's going to try and take it, but that's deflected. Looks like it made it through. Jansen had it. That's broken up right at the blue line. Taken out of harm's way there. And we've got a call. Looks like we're going to have an icing. So, we got Brett Guthrie with the Bees and Brian Carlson from the Grizzlies on the face-off. Controlled by the Bees. Mike Sullivan sends it over to the boards with the point. Backhanded by Vass across into the slot. The Grizzlies not able to take advantage of that. A shot, block, save, another rebound save. And a centering attempt. Good work by Mary, not allowing that to get through. She's certainly been kept busy this game. There's a shot and a big deflection. Oh, and we got people going ass over tea kettle into the boards. Hope everybody's okay there. That was Ron Troyer and Skippy Sampson there. Oh, and a shot comes in and a save by Lamar. So a couple of shots for the Grizzlies already. Glad to see everybody's up and skating, no issues. Shot, oh, that's deflected. Goodness sakes, that went right off of Troyer's skate. Thankfully, Lamar saw that as that was trickling towards the goal line. That was That was close. Shot. That one's picked up by Sullivan. Sent out to the point. Broken up and back down behind the goal here. Drew Long with the pressure. That's going all the way down the ice. Shot. Saved by Mary. Face off to the right. Back out into the neutral zone. Looks like puck is loose there. Drew Long goes down. Just like his Boston Bruins will be this year. Pants up to the red line. Oh, that makes it through. Tyler Stastny with it. Shot. Blocked just wide by Mary. Nice job there. Oh, goodness sakes. Puck big. Big deflection up and over by Lamar. Doug's being very aggressive outside of the net today. He's doing a nice job. He's made a couple of very key saves on some good attempts by the Grizzlies. Here it comes. Shot. Oh, big rebound, big rebound. Oh, another save. Oh, goodness. 2 shots right in a row. And both saved by Lamar. Good work. Coming up big here in the third period so far. Shot goes just wide into the near side corner. Sent around the boards. Shot. Oh, and a goal. Correct me. I got that wrong. I'm sorry. There was a goal by Warren Harder there in the second period. And I'm not sure who got that goal. But it was a goal. Sorry, Warren. Didn't mean to not call your goal out there in the second period. My statistician is asleep at the wheel. As the puck comes down into the corner here. Out across the blue line. Catherine Peterson taking it in up the wing. I think that's broken up. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Off the boards and in. We've got a tie game here as it stands right now, 2-2. Grizzlies and Bees. The Grizzlies have definitely been outshot this game, but they are hanging right in there. Puck was going to be icing, but ran out of steam there. Picked up by the Grizzlies and moved along. Oh, and there's Carlson. Oh, goodness. With a shot and a save. Wow. Nice save. That was close. Goodness sakes almighty. Woo! Another big save from Lamar. Face off. Won by the Bees. Attempted to get it over the boards. Not quite able to happen, but puck's out in neutral zone now. Willis has it over at the face-off circle. Centering attempt. Gets through. That's Ruth Miller looking for the puck over there for the Bees. Puck makes it through Cropsey at the blue line. Yes, Stastny with it, coming up to the slot. Shot coming right at you in pucko vision. Right towards the camera there. Goes, you can see it just goes wide of the goal there. Now we're doing our best to assume that many exciting things are happening in the corner. And so we can't see what's going on. Brian Smith backhands it towards the blue line. Drew Long there. And Brooke Vass will pick it up as the Bees are off sides. We'll move it up. Pass across. Picked up by Drew Long in the neutral zone. Here it comes back. Brooke is going up to press. And breaks that attempt up by the Bees. Puck's down behind. Sent around the boards by Sampson. Shot and a nice save by Mary. We'll have the face-off to the right of Mary here. Save, high slot, shot, broken up by Rain Miller. Catherine Peterson after it, sends it up. Warren Harger with the puck, coming up the left side, shot, blocked over into the corner by Lamar. Nice save on the breakaway attempt there. And whistle. Looks like we might have had an icing there. Pucks coming down here into the near side. That's Sullivan and Hugh Clark. Brett Guthrie taking it for the Bees. Pucks one. Jansen and Clark battling for it there. Puck's up to the point. Saved, but didn't quite make it through. So I guess it wouldn't be a save, it'd be a deflection. Guthrie backhands it towards the point. Sent back in. Carlson's down after the puck there. The centering attempt broken up by the Bees. Lots of traffic in front of the goal. Puck trickles wide. Coming down into the corner. Jansen with a short angle shot and another one from Carlson right there. Great work. Your commentator was distracted by the wonderful technology of texting. I apologize. There's a shot that goes wide, centering attempt, broken up by the Bees. And that's being carried up here. Icing called there. All right, puck's coming down here into the Bees' end. Battle there just outside the face-off circle. Picked up, that's knocked down in behind the net. Paddled back behind the net by Marietta. Now I'm calling her Marietta. That's not her name either. Goodness sakes almighty. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Pucks deep in the corner there. Shot. Oh, that's blocked by Brooke there. Nicely done. Oh, bouncing puck across the front of the crease there. Nobody was able to knock that home by the Bees. Good shot. That's blockered away. Good job. Still there. Oh, no. Oh. Goes short side. The Grizzlies just weren't able to get control on that one. Oh, we'll have a face-off late in the third period here. I think that was Willis again on the goal. He's been all over the place there for the Bees today. That's broken up by Carlson. Skates it up the wing. Sends it into the Bees zone, but broken up. Still in the neutral zone now. It comes deep. Got the Guthrie hustling in, centering a tap. Hugh Clark missed that one-timer attempt. Good try, though. Pucks in. Pressure from the Bees here late. And up towards the end, we got a breakaway here right at the end. Harder with the shot and a save by Lamar. And there's the buzzer right at the very end. Good attempt. And a very solid game. And that was final score 3-2, Bees over the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, though, really turned on that third period with 12 shots on goal, doubling the Bees' 6. Overall, that was 18 shots for the Grizzlies. 17, 22, 23 shots for the Bees. So, real solid game again, just a one-goal game. Loose puck late in the third, just not quite able to get cleared out by the Grizzlies. It was a heck of a ball game. As always, here from Lincoln, we will be back after these messages with the second game of our doubleheader, the Whiskey Deeks versus the Cake Eaters. This is Beauregard Snaggletooth with the Angry Gorilla Sports Network. We'll be back.